Muy buenos días, mi gente. Today is Monday, April the 8th. Yes, the eclipse day. Aquí estamos esperando, see what happens. Aquí con ustedes, la comadre B with another episode of Comadreando aquí y con café. I want to thank you guys for the love. Everybody was like, where are you at? How come you're not recording? My kid took spring break last week, so I took the break with her, obviously. For those of you guys that are new here or don't know, I do have two girls. One is 11, she'll be 12 in a couple months, and I have a 5-year-old, and all they do is fight. I mean fight. Like, if you have kids, I'm pretty sure you can relate. I know it's like, but my God, like I said, if you guys have children, I am pretty sure you will concur. They can really do it to you. So that's what we did last week. We took spring break. Although it wasn't a break, it was her spring break. I enjoyed having her home. I have separation issues as well, so yeah, going back to school tomorrow is gonna be a teary experience for me. I actually kept her home today because of the eclipse. I don't know, a lot of stuff, talk, this and that. I didn't want her out there. I don't know what the curriculum is like at school, if they were gonna keep them indoors during that time. Kids have the tendency to do exactly opposite of what you tell them to do, so I didn't need her looking up at the sun. You know how that goes again. So yes, to all those parents with all these kids, just have patience, guys. Count to 10 times. All right, guys. So saludos. Quiero mandar mis saludos, like always, to my mom. Hi, mom. And I would like to send a saludo out to Joe, our friend Joe. This is his shirt. He does tattoos. He's at Ink Sick Tattoos. Yes, I always share his stuff here and there. He did this. So if you guys are looking to invest that income tax money, give him a go. This is his handle. And yeah, it's family with him. He is there for your tattoo needs, guys. He is in the city of Pomona, and he has been in the tattoo industry for quite a while. Portraits, meaningful tattoos, you name it, he got it. Give him a go and let him know La Comadre B sent you. Today I also wanted to throw out a saludo to all school staff, all school workers, all teachers, you name it, guys. Reason being, you know, we're talking about kids. I'm talking about kids. These kids are horrible sometimes, you know, and as an educator, as school staff, it is so hard to deal with these children that are over mature these days. And I give it to you guys. All the good school staff, all the good educators that are out there, I salute you. I send all my love. Thank you guys for everything you guys do. Like I said, if I can't handle my two, imagine these poor teachers in a classroom with 25 plus students that are uncontrollable, that have their little tantrums, that have a talk back problem. So, you know, thank you guys. Thank you for holding it down. While our kids are at school, they're your kids. I get it. And thank you a lot. You know, like I said, to all the good staffers. I know there's a bunch that are two-faced. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I experienced that firsthand with a few of my teachers growing up. You know, in class, they're just horrible to you. Then you come with your parents for conference, and then they're, oh, no. This is to the good ones. All of you guys that make a difference, all of you guys that care, all of you guys that make a school a happy, fun environment to learn and a drama-free zone. Thank you guys so much. School's almost out for summer. Hang in there, guys. Only a few more weeks to go. Before I get into today's story, take this as your warning. The details are very disturbing. Yeah, they are. So obviously it is for an adult audience. You've been appraised, guys. This is your warning. Alright, so with that being said, let's get into the story. And this takes place in Miami, Florida. So just in case you guys missed it, a couple weeks back on March 19th of this year, 2024, there was a 33-year-old custodian. Yes, guys, un custodian of a private elementary school by the name of Shays Learning Centers and Elementary School. Now, this guy by the name of Garrett Hudson. So he was arrested on human trafficking, sexual battery, and lewd acts with a child/minor. Yes, guys, a custodian in a private school. Alright, so this story is a little bit confusing because it gives us two time frames. It mentions February and it mentions December of 2023. I will tell you what happened. You guys decide how this chain of events played out, and we'll go from there. So going back to late February, it is said that a child's mother went to the police and reported this Garrett Hudson, which is a 33-year-old custodian, of paying her son, her 12-year-old son, $5 so that he can perform oral on the custodian. Okay. Right away, they got into the situation. Okay, I don't know what exactly took place, but it took them exactly 3 weeks to arrest this Garrett guy. Okay. March 19th, 2024, Garrett was arrested at his house for this event that took place at school. The mother goes on to explain that while she picked up her children, because she had more than this son attending this private school, her daughter told her, hey mom, there's rumors going around that my brother gave the custodian, you can just imagine. Okay, so obviously, like any mother, she's furious and scared and surprised and shocked and what the heck is going on? No sé en qué estuvo. Obviously, she questioned her son. It was true. She went straight to the police with it, which is great. And this is where this story began. It began at the end, okay? So it turns out that last year, this custodian had already been giving this kid sexual advances. Le hacía señitas and come here and this and this and this and that. So this is where I don't understand too much the event when it took place. Because it mentions that in December, the custodian offered the child $5, to perform this act on him. I don't know if that's when he did it or if he did it all the way till February. I'm not sure. I'm confused. In December, he offered him $5. Like, did he take it then? Or was it just thrown at him then? And then he actually did it in February? I'm not sure. Maybe all this took place in December and the mother didn't find out till February when she went to the police and made the report. Either way, obviously the school, everybody was talking about it because rumors ain't just between one person. Rumors are rumors. All right, so now the mom knows what happened, what's going on. She's talking to her son. Now he's communicating with her that this custodian had been, trying to get at him for a couple times now since last year. It isn't known whether these kids had already been enrolled in this school or how long. Obviously, if you're 12 years old, more or less likely you're a 6th grader like my child, I suppose. And this is an elementary school, so I'm not sure if they had been there long run. I'm not sure if they just started this past fall for this school year. I don't know, but it is said that the custodian had been throwing sexual advances at this child since last year. Did the mother know before this conversation? I'm not sure. Like I said, the report is not crystal clear on full details. It just says that, the mother told reporters, because obviously he's a minor, so he's not speaking about it. The mother doesn't want to be exposed, so they have her covered. She's just speaking, and she's the one, saying that this custodian was throwing sexual advances at her son since last year, this and that. The day of the event, the child was, I believe, at a class, at a water fountain, when the custodian approached him and he exposed himself to the child. The little boy obviously got caught off guard and spooked, surprised. He ran away. So he did turn back, being at a distance. And this is when the custodian flashed him a $5 bill and waved him to come back. Now the boy went back. They talked real quick. And that's when the custodian told him, I will give you $5 if you do this to me. The child agreed. The boy said, okay. They went ahead and engaged in their act. And when they were done, they each went their separate ways. I have so many questions right here. Like, was the custodian armed? Was he trying to attack him in any way? Like, being 12 years old, I am very aware it's a child. Like I mentioned 3 times now, my child is about 12 years old. But she knows right from wrong, and she knows that that is not right. You don't engage with an adult in conversation alone, especially not if it's sexual. I understand a lot of parents reserve that talk. It's embarrassing. Believe me, I know. It is so embarrassing. But, I don't know. To me, since my child was tiny, I instilled in her head, good touch, bad touch. Secrets? No secrets from mommy. Did this boy not know what's going on? Was this custodian possibly armed? And that's why the child was afraid and went ahead and agreed to this. Like, what happened here? I don't know. I understand people act to survive under certain circumstances. Yo entiendo. Believe me, yo entiendo. Pero I don't understand, like, where was everybody or anybody? You know what I mean? This is a school, regardless of it being a private school. I know you take lunch breaks. I know other people take bathroom breaks. Where was recess? I don't know. I just have so many questions. Like, did he forcefully take them to the custodian room? Like, where did this even take place? It doesn't give details, like I said. So it's really, really alarming to me, because I have children. We all have children. They go to school. A lot of people on different social media forums that I'm part of, they knock public schools so bad. There's been comments I've read, you don't even love your children if they attend a public school. Okay, this happens at private schools anyway. Okay, Christian schools, Catholic schools. What are you supposed to do? Keep your kids under a rock, homeschool them. There's only so much you can do to help a child thrive while they're being a student. I don't know. To me, it's just so upsetting that our babies aren't safe anywhere. They're not. This is what the mom had to say about the boy.
Mentally, he's just not the same. I could tell he tried to keep himself occupied so he don't think about it. And he told me that it did affect him a lot.
So Garrett The former custodian was arrested on Tuesday, March 19th at his home by the Human Trafficking Division. You might be asking, why human trafficking? Okay, turns out if you pay for sex of any kind, that is considered human sex trafficking. So that is who picked him up. So yeah, they arrested him. They took him to the Northside police station for interrogation. Of course, like always, he didn't do it. He's innocent. What are they talking about? It wasn't me. And he went on to say, it is impossible for me to do anything of that nature at school because of all the staff that is always around and because there is no privacy in that building. Those were his words. Once again, I go to ask, what building? Was it his personal custodian room? Like, just so many questions. So many questions. After all these interrogations, questions, this and that, it says he was charged anyway. So they weren't buying it. Whatever. Charged and transported back to jail to see the judge. So he did have court the following day. They were like, come on, let's get this done. He went to the Miami Circuit Date Court. And the judge there, Mindy Glazier, said, nope, I'm not buying none of it. You're guilty as charged. She went ahead and gave him the 1 count of human sex trafficking and the 2nd count for the sexual battery and lewd acts. She went ahead and gave him a 2nd-degree felony on that. The bond was set at $75,000. I'm not sure if they posted bail for him or what's going on because it doesn't say how much time he will be serving at this point. Obviously, it's still an ongoing case, so I will be following this case and letting you guys know what comes out of it because in no way is this acceptable. Like I said, our children are not safe anywhere. And I know I sound like a broken record, but until things start looking out, we can never have enough awareness out there, guys. So, investigating this case, blah, blah, blah. Turns out there has been several families that are part of this private school that have made several complaints about this custodian and nothing had ever been done. See, this is why, como decían, ¿verdad? Estamos como estamos. Like, we will never be in a better place if people just keep dusting things off and, turning the blind eye. It doesn't work that way. I always tell you guys, you see something, you say something. We are the voice for our children. Another thing, like I mentioned earlier, the whole sex talk with our children is super taboo. And I know my kid doesn't know about the birds and the bees, at least not from me yet. But I do see they know. So please, guys, take a few minutes out of your day. Be embarrassed as heck. But do that little initiative to have that talk with your kids before someone else does. Because then they might get wrong information or just take it the wrong way. And, kids register information way different than they should. That's just the innocence behind the child mind. Another thing, ladies, gentlemen, my raza, las comadres, mis primos, talk to your sons as well. Okay, I know it is super hard to think that a boy can be a victim of sexual anything. But look at this case, a 12-year-old boy, okay? Predators are everywhere. And obviously there's a preference and they don't care. They will take your child. And having a good conversation, a healthy conversation with your child can possibly prevent them from falling victim. I don't know, that's just the way I see it. We have a small kid. Explain to them with little words and they can't see your chones. I don't know, figure it out. You guys know your relationship with your children. I'm not saying be wide open about, the whole topic. I'm not. I would like to be in denial and, oh no, not my kids. They don't need to, they have to know. But take your time and figure out how it is you're going to give them that talk, because it is scary. Social media has no censors. Social media has no filters. And they're out there. Kids have phones at all ages, as young as 6. And I get it. The way schools are very unsafe with shootings. That's another whole can of worms we will get into. But it's like, I get it. The day we live in is completely different than the day we were raised in. Now they have all these horrible situations that are happening every day, it seems like. So I know you need to get hold of your child, or if they need you for an emergency, they have their phone, which is great. I do support that. The whole social media, I'm not big on it, but we can't keep our kids living under a rock. So I get that too. But please talk to them, because if you don't, sadly, they're gonna hear it from someone else, and it is not good. Guys, sorry. Please don't hate me. Please don't cancel me. It's just the way I see things in all this that I read and all the news that comes up. Alright, guys. Con eso los dejo. Please stay safe. Please stay sane. This week we're supposed to have summer-like conditions, finally. So enjoy, guys. Los adoro. Bye.